Hi nerds! It is Friday, July 15th, 2016, and I'm going to talk about writing by hand. I am not one of those people who writes out their entire first draft by hand because my wrists hurt just thinking about it, but I do tend to find myself falling back on handwriting whenever I get stuck. I also only plot by hand in a notebook. I never use a Word document or a computer for that because I just feel like it's how I get my best ideas. I think that writing by hand inspires me for a lot of reasons, the first of which is that when I was in about middle school and was really getting into the idea of being a writer, I would write out all of my stories and my fan fiction by hand in one of those yellow pads of paper where it flips over at the top. And so I think that writing by hand takes me back to that time and reminds me of how much I wanted to be a writer even when I was 10 or 11 years old. Plus, I just get this strange, inspiring satisfaction out of watching the ink flow out of a pen and fill up a page, particularly if the ink happens to be a pretty color. Writing by hand also helps me when I get stuck because it gets me away from distractions. When I don't know what scene comes next or how to write it, it becomes easier than ever to open up that tab and go to Twitter or Pinterest or my email. But if I'm just writing in a notebook and I put my phone far away, I can't access those things. I'm also just a big proponent for changing up your routine every once in a while and switching to pen and paper instead of the laptop or the desktop or the tablet. It's just a good way to change things up. You can take the notebook out to the pool or the park or the beach or wherever and write somewhere new. So I want to know if any of you write by hand sometimes when you're struggling, or maybe you're that person who writes everything by hand. If so, kudos to you. That is a lot of work and I'm impressed. Or do you never write by hand at all? Maybe you have really bad handwriting, or it just hurts your wrist too much, or it doesn't inspire you at all. I don't know, let me know. And if you've never tried writing by hand when you've been stuck, give it a try sometime. And I will see you guys this Sunday at 7:30 Eastern Time for our live chat just like always.